So this is the course content of this APM training, wherein which we need to see about the prerequisites and installation for Windows and installing of an APK file and then object identification. So these are all the concepts of which we need to study. Okay. So let's study them. So here the various files required for us to configure APM in our machine is, the first one is an APM server. Okay, as of now this server got updated to 1.6.4. we can find as a desktop version, so we can download it, and a latest Java version, Android Studio, and Eclipse editor. So downloading the APM files. So in order to download the APM desktop version, I am navigating to GitHub. Okay, I'm navigating to GitHub. So here just releases, APM desktop version releases. So if you observe here v.1.0.1, which is a stable version. So here, based on your operating system, I am downloading this one. So if it is a Mac, you can download it as a DMG file, and if it is a Windows, you can download it as an exe file. So download it as an exe file, and double clicking on that one will follow the installation steps. Once after this one was successfully installed, you can find this APM desktop icon. So this is an APM icon, and then whenever you perform a double click operation on this icon, it will open up a new window for this server like this. Wherein which we need to start the server. Okay, so if you observe the screenshot here, the start server v.1.6.4, that's what the message is. Start server v.1.6.4 is the message with which we can start the server. Okay, fine. So the meaning of this particular one specifying the port of 4723 means, as of now, the APM server is under the port of 4723. So while designing a program, we will specify the same ports so that our program can communicate with the server directly. So here I would like to specify a common port for both the server and as well as the program, so that the program can directly communicate with the server on that particular port. So hence I am leaving this port as a 4723 and I am clicking on start server. After few seconds, if you observe, welcome to APM v.1.6.4. APM was started on 4723 port. This is how the server was started, APM server. Okay, so once this server was started, okay, to cross check whether the server was started or not, open the below URL in a browser So it is displaying as did not map to an valid source, with which we can confirm that, okay, with which we can confirm that the server was started successfully. So whenever the server was started successfully in a browser, it will display this message. Okay, so that's fine. So let me add a screenshot here too for better understanding. Fine. So here the simple point is on this server you can find an option which is start new session. The significance of this particular new session is we can connect it to source lab, we can connect it to test object, we can connect it to any kind of automatic servers here. So it means here automatic server it is having a desired capabilities. Just by passing the desired capabilities here, it will connect to the device and it will launch a properties window where in which we can identify various kinds of object properties. Where in which we can find the various kinds of an object properties. So I'm not sure what are all the things we need to pass parameters here. So just directly click on a start new session. So immediately it will shows me that platform name capability you need to pass. Platform name Android. The next one is the platform version we need to pass. 5.0.2. I'm just giving a number right now. And then device name Android. So my mobile phone is having a device name as an Android. And then app. So whenever you are working, we just need to specify the desired app. On which app you would like to perform the operation as a desired capability, we need to pass it as a one parameter. Okay. Once after you have given all these information and clicking on a start session, it will open up a below screen. So on the left hand side, the device screenshot would be there. On a page center, the back refresh and a quit button will be there. Whenever you select any object on a left hand side, here in the middle the HTML information will display. On the right hand side, specific object information will display. Okay, specific object information will display. Fine. So Venkat and Manisha, am I clear for you with this first point? How to download the APM server and how to just start a basic action on that which will connect to a real device.
Actually, after you give the desired capabilities,
Okay.
what I mean, I'm clicking on the start new or something. The black screen that you have shown, right? Start session. After that, I didn't understand.
See the simple point. Can you please note over here is whenever we connected a mobile device, I have
Mm-hmm.
installed couple of apps in my mobile device. Okay, the
Okay.
significance of the
Okay.
apps, whatever I have installed on my mobile device is, see,
Mm-hmm.
assume that I have written a program in this Eclipse editor, and when
Okay.
we execute that program, I'm not sure, as I am sitting in front of my mobile, I can understand what it is executing. Right.
Okay.
Whereas for
Yeah.
you people, you don't know whether it is executing my script or not. So for that
Yes.
reason, I have installed Visor app to my mobile.
Okay.
Okay, and the same app I installed to my Chrome browser. It's a Chrome add-on. So I installed this app for both the Chrome browser and as well as my mobile. So what it
Okay.
happen means, whenever you connected your mobile to your PC or a laptop,
Mm-hmm.
automatically, okay, automatically
Mm-hmm.
this visor will be enabled and you can see your mobile screen on your computer. Okay,
Okay.
see here
Okay.
what I am doing right now means I'm going for these apps, I'm going for
Mm.
these visor. So here I'm clicking on a find devices,
Mm-hmm.
Android, from an Android, select it.
Mm.
See here a new window like my mobile is getting displayed.
Okay.
So this is my mobile screen. Okay, so
Okay.
this is
Okay.
how my mobile is. The complete mobile got displayed out over here.
Okay.
So using a Visor app, we can connect our mobile device here. That's the second
Okay.
thing. Now what I'm doing means, just after passing all these capabilities, I clicked on a
Mm-hmm.
start session. Okay, see it is
Okay.
taking a few seconds of time.
Okay.
Okay, and after that it will launch a new window. See here, the complete start session window got changed here, wherein which it is displaying Android UI application. The reason why it
Okay.
displayed as an application means in the desired capabilities we passed the app path for this
And
application itself. Okay,
okay.
I
Okay.
have given
Okay.
this application path. For that reason this application got opened here, and
Okay.
if you observe our mobile device, okay, so somehow the
Mm.
connection was gone to my mobile device. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
But
Okay.
here, this is the screen whatever I have in my mobile phone. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now, what I am doing means, I'm clicking on a show my alert. See if you observe here from the HTML, this is the tag for these. Okay, so this is the tag for
Okay.
the show alert, and this is an ID property, index, text, class, package. These are all the various kinds of properties related to that particular object. Okay, so
Okay.
these are all the
Okay.
various kinds of properties related to an object. We can copy these properties and we can directly specify in our program. Okay,
Okay.
so we can copy these properties and we can directly specify them within our program itself. Fine,
Okay.
done up to here. And then the next point out over here is, okay, that's fine. So using this new session, we can capture the object properties. Alright,
Okay.
this is what up to here. I hope it's clear for you now.
Yes. Yes.
So the next point out over here is an download Android Studio. Here is a URL from where you need to download, and then once after the installation was successful, so in this place it's gonna install the Android Studio. This is the location. So just copy this location, and then I would like to go to my environmental variables. So here, right click on my computer, go to properties, advanced system settings. I'm switching to an advanced tab. I'm selecting these environmental variables. So here I'm creating a new Android home path. Wherever this one is, I'm clicking this Android home path under the environmental variables. After that, see, we have a path variable, edit it, copy the whole text and paste it out over here. Now, from that location, I need to update Android home, these three: platform tools and a builder tools. Just copy paste these three things to the path variable. So how can we update the environmental variables means? Okay, how can we update the environmental variables means? Right click on my computer, next properties, and then advanced system settings. Click on advanced tab. That's it. Click on environmental variables. That's it. So here what additionally I am doing means, create below steps under system variables section. Okay, create a below stuff under the system variables section itself. That's it. So I just updated these environmental variables. Okay. So once after you updated these environmental variables, okay, so generally the most important point which we need to know is Appium cannot communicate with the OS directly. Whatever your operating system is, Appium cannot communicate with the OS directly. Can I update? Can I see the update process? See the simple point, nothing here. See, let me show you once again. Right click on my computer, go to properties, click on advanced system settings. Under the advanced tab, click on environmental variables. Under the system variables, initially click on a new. So here to perform this, click on a new, give name as Android underscore home and a path as C users slash so on SDK location. That's it. See, under the system variables, I'm clicking on a new and I'm naming it as an Android underscore home. The variable name is C users Surendra app data local Android SDK. That's it. We need to give it as like this and click on an OK. Automatically this will be displayed. And next, edit the path variable. So it means click on edit for path and copy this line and paste it there. Copy this line and paste it there. Copy this line and paste it there. So we are completely updating the information over there. That's it. Okay, we are completely updating that information over there. That's a simple point. Okay, so UI Automator is a tool using which our Appium will communicate with the OS on a Windows. Okay, to check whether the Android was configured in the environmental variables or not. The only thing what I am doing means open the command prompt and just type Android. Okay, open the command prompt and just type Android. Automatically, after few seconds, an Android SDK manager will display for us. This is an Android SDK manager with which we can confirm that Android was successfully installed and we successfully configured this Android to your machine. Okay, fine. And then the next point is download the latest version of Eclipse Editor from the below link. So this is the link from where you need to download this Eclipse Editor. Eclipse is an editor using which we are going to write down the programs. See, click on this download. Automatically this Eclipse is going to download as a zip file. It's going to download as an exe file. Simply double click on that and follow the installation steps. Okay, simply double click on that and follow the installation steps. After a few seconds, Eclipse will be installed to your machine. Okay, fine. So here the Eclipse is gonna display like this. Whenever you are trying to open this Eclipse editor, it will ask you some kind of workspace where you would like to save the programs. Select any folder location where exactly you want to save your test script. Click on a finish. Automatically the Eclipse editor will be launched. Okay, automatically the Eclipse editor will be launched. So this is the third step. We need to download the Eclipse editor. So we will see this highlighted point later. Okay, we will see this highlighted point later. And the fourth step is install Firebug and FirePath add-ons to your Firefox browser. So open Firefox browser and go to Google homepage, and from here Firebug add-on for Firefox, and I am clicking on a first link, and here add to Firefox. The same way, FirePath add-on for Firefox, and from the first link I'm clicking on that, add to Firefox, which will be adding this add-on to the Firefox. And then the next one is download and install JDK 1.8. So JDK 1.8 free download. I'm clicking on a first link. Based on our operating system, we need to download it. Mine is a Windows 64-bit. I'm downloading the last exe file and execute that particular file. Automatically, okay, so automatically it's gonna install this Java to your machine. Once the Java got installed, simply update the environmental variables as a Java home. The system variables are updated with a Java home itself. Okay, the system variables I am updating with a Java home. That's it. So this is the configuration required for us to work on Android. Am I clear for you so far? Venkat and Manisha, do you have any
Yes.
questions for me?
No, no.
Cool. So the next point is an APK file. So what is an APK file? Application program package. This is similar to that of exe files which are used to install a program on a Windows. The only difference is that APK files are designed to be used exclusively on an Android device itself, and you may not require to download additional files to run this application. So we can download these APK files from these APK for fun, APK pure, like that there are n number of websites from where we can download, and our application, the APK file, we can get it from the developer itself. So what is the use of this particular one means, whatever the application we are gonna test with this APK file itself, we can test it. The entire application for the Android is there in an APK file itself. We can test that particular one using this APK file. So there are multiple ways in order to install these APK files to your machine. So by writing a program we can specify, and the Appium designed capabilities. If you remember, in the Appium we started the session over there which automatically install this application to your real device. Okay, so in order to install in order to install the APK to your machine, we have two different steps. The first one is writing a program, and the second one is passing the desired capabilities and clicking on a start session will install that particular app to your machine. Okay, will install that particular app to your machine. Okay, so I'm not showing the steps how to, okay, how to uh, install this app, as we have already studied this one, right? How this app will be gonna install on a real device, we have studied earlier. So I'm not specifying anything here with respect to identification of these properties, as we have studied a couple of minutes before. And I said that in order to share your mobile screen, I need to install an app. So we have a TeamViewer app which we need to install, which will be applicable only for Windows. Whereas this Visor app, we can work it on both the Android and as well as a Mac too. So this is the one which we can install on both the Android and as well as an iOS devices. For that particular reason, even we are going for this Visor app. So here I'm going for an Google Play Store on my mobile device, enter search for a Visor and install the app with this image icon. The same way, install the app to the Chrome browser just by opening this URL and install it. And after that, from the apps, click on this Visor, which will be opening this pop-up. From the find devices, select your device. Automatically it will share your mobile screen here. Even we have studied this concept too. Okay, even we have studied this concept too. So before moving ahead, we need to download the complete Android Studio. So the steps, how can we download these Android? Okay, we have already downloaded the Android Studio. So we need to download platform tools from this SDK window. What does it mean? See, generally in our machine, in our mobile, here we do have an Android versions. So based on the Android version, we need to install the platform tools. So the latest version is an Android 8 API 26. I would like to download this below the latest version. Hence I am downloading this Android 7.1.1, and here under the tools it will select the required Android versions. Okay, whenever you have selected this tool, automatically the required tools will be updated. So I'm just installing only one from here, Android 7.1.1. It is showing 8 for me. Then the below version I'm going for here, and I'm trying to install another version which is Android 4.3.12. I'm selecting this checkbox completely, and then after scrolling down in the extras package, see I'm installing these Google API, Android SDK platforms, support. What are all the things highlighted in my extras folder? Just select those things and install packages. Okay, just select those things, install packages. Automatically it will take some time and it will install all the various packages whatever you have specified. Okay, so whatever we have specified, it's gonna install all the packages to your machine. Okay, all the packages to this particular folder itself. We can verify whether this one got installed or not, but this is the step what you need to follow. Okay, this is the step what you need to follow. Okay, so I think the extra image was not here, so let me place this extra image screenshot to Android. I'm selecting this one, scroll down, and I'm selecting this Android, this one, scrolling down, and I'm capturing this screenshot for the extra content. Whatever is checked in this image, just install them under the extra folder. Done. So automatically it will install the whole information. And once this one was done, the next one is how can we identify object properties? Means we have two ways. The first one is APM desired capabilities, and the second one is an UI automator. So how can we identify object properties using a desired capabilities? Means this is the way how can we identify the object properties. So here we can pass the desired capabilities, and after that starting a new session, we'll start the session, and after that once you are on a different page, switch to that page on your mobile device and click on a refresh. Automatically the new screen will be updated and you can get the various kinds of properties, okay, with which we can get the various kinds of properties. So this is the first way how can we identify the object properties, and the second way using an UI automator, which we need to study in the next class. Okay, so which we need to study in the next class. So this is all about these concepts. Okay, so this is all about these concepts. Okay, cool. Am I clear for you so far, Manisha and Venkat, or do you have any questions for me on this?
I have one. The APK file which you have said that can be, you said we can install it through desired capabilities, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, where will you pass the file path, or how are you going to install it through
See,
through?
on my desktop, I have an APM folder in which we have an APK file. So
Okay.
right click on an Android UI, go to properties. This is my APK path. So
Okay.
users desktop APM slash Android UI dot APK. This is my path.
Okay. Okay.
That's the only thing we need to specify here.
Okay. We go and put it in the app field, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
another thing is I will share you this recording